Hello there, and welcome to the 7,000th trailer breakdown for the Rise of Skywalker on YouTube. This is the final trailer for the Rise of Skywalker. I haven't actually seen it yet. It came out yesterday, but I wanted to hold off until I was able to make this video. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to watch part of it. I'll have that on the screen for you guys, and then we'll take a minute or two to talk about each bit. So you're kind of going to get my thoughts as they happen here. So I've mostly tried to avoid seeing anything from the trailer between yesterday and today, but just as a person who exists on the internet, that was impossible. So I do know that there's a lot of ships. I've seen some of the screenshots breaking that down. I know Eckhart Slatter was doing that a bit. There were a bunch of other people on Twitter doing that as well. So we're probably going to talk a lot about that, but I guess before getting too deep into this, let's go start up the trailer. All right, so the first thing we've learned here is that this is a film by Lucasfilms. So that's a game-changing thing for us. Let's get back to the trailer. All right, so I'm gonna guess this is Endor.
It's an instinct.
Unless there's gonna be two forest movies or forest worlds in the movie, we know they're gonna be on Endor.
Feeling.
Yeah, like that's gotta. Is that inside the desk?
Together.
No, maybe. Hold on.
Not alone.
There's Mon Calamari in there. Billy D. Williams. Gotta love Billy D. Williams. Hold on, I'll make it so you guys can see my cursor. Yeah, some nice Billy D. I'm most since the new trilogy was announced, the thing I was most excited for was Billy D. Williams being back. So I am gonna jump back for a second here. I do want to take a look at the inside. I'm not sure if that's like inside a different reactor or if this is the Death Star. It feels weird that they put it before any other shots of like the Death Star exterior.
Feeling. The force brought us together.
All right, so Finn is probably on the planet that we've seen in the previous trailers with Kylo and Rey. The fighter thing. Ooh, nice CR90. All right, so that's Endor. Okay, so that I think that was a Death Star before. Fun.
They know me. No one does.
But I do.
Long have I waited, and now you're coming together.
All right. Okay, so there's a lot to look at there. So the throne. I have to assume that Palpatine is definitely in the movie. It's not just a fake out with Ian McDiarmid. But is he in charge of the First Order then? Like, was Snoke kind of a puppet for that? Because maybe Snoke knew and no one else knew, because you'd have to think that Kylo would have to know if that was the case. So are there other bits of the Empire, and we're gonna learn more about like what Cinder was actually for, potentially? But I wouldn't expect it to be called out by name, because that wouldn't mean a lot to most people. But I do want to check.
Long have I waited.
I want to take a look at the fleet scene. Okay, so that's an ISD. Bridge is ISD-1. All right, let's take a look at what we can see here. So, Millennium Falcon, Ghost, and a lot of the like later era stuff have already been pointed out in a lot of places. Is this part of the same?
Coming.
Yeah, that's all part of one ship. So There's like the hammerhead lifter in there. I don't think that's a sphere now. You got a DP-20 up there. Nebulon bees. I'm not sure what this one is. Raiders in there. I think there might be another shot. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that's a DP-20, Corellian gunship from Empire at War. Well, not from Empire at War, but if you've played Empire at War, you'd be familiar with it. Which, I mean, this is as well. All right, I really want to spend more time on this, but we're going to see if it comes back up in the rest of the trailer.
Coming together.
I think this is the first time that all three of them have been in the same place, so that's cool. Is that a resurgent? I think that's a resurgent. I'm having trouble making that out. If I can pause it at the right spot. So, yeah, I think that's what that was.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one
Oh, I
last look
made it faster. I'm an idiot.
at my friends.
Confronting fear. It's the destiny
All
of
right.
the Jedi.
So that shot with Leia, they did say they're going to be reusing certain footage with Carrie Fisher that they didn't use in the first one. So that was probably supposed to be after Han died, where they're hugging and crying there. But I don't know if there was like some stuff that they might have CGI'd, almost Rogue One style. Another Star Destroyer.
It's the destiny of the Jedi.
Now this is pod racing.
Your destiny.
Y-Wings. People were really wondering where the Y-Wings were. Okay, so we got another Star Destroyers. You can see. Okay, so I think this is in the area with all the Star Destroyers from the last teaser. You can see a lot in the background there. Yeah. And I guess that's where the big Resistance fleet is going to come into play. Rohan apparently is a thing. Is that Darth Vader? Yeah. I'm gonna do this properly this time. Now, I'm gonna say that's bust of Vader that they're taking out together. But with this... where are they? Definitely Camino. Okay, that's got to be on a Resurgent, looking at the giant fleet of Star Destroyers. And you can see the cannons a lot more clearly that people were pointing out from the previous Rise of Skywalker teasers. Right, Palpatine on the Episode 1 chair.
Be with you. The Force will be with you.
Always.
Alright, do we got...
The Force will be with you.
Mark Hamill,
Always.
Carrie Fisher. Okay, so I'm going to check back at this because I do want to see what I can identify I did see a picture. Okay, this I think is an assault frigate Mark II. I think there's another one in the scene because this is one of the things that I did see more of a picture of. So assault frigate Mark II. There's some back bores in there and some other of the sequel air stuff. So this will probably make it possible for some Empire at War sequel trilogy mods. But we looking at here. I guess there's not going to be that much new Imperial stuff then. It's going to be a lot of Star Destroyers, Resurgence. There's like a catamaran made out of X-Wing parts.
What
And I'm going to guess that this is after Endor. I'm not sure if we're going to end on Endor again, or like if we start off with more like this, then we go to Endor, then we go to the Blue Place, because that would be my guess. It'll probably start off with. My guess is going to be start off with Rey on Endor, or not start off, but that happens first. Finn finds her, then they do the thing where they're looking for that, where they find the big blue Imperial fleet. Resistance has new ships, and that's going to be the climax, where we end up with whatever happens with Palpatine. But I've been trying to stay disengaged from a lot of other stuff. Let's get out of the trailer. But yeah, so I've been trying to stay disengaged from a lot of other people's speculation, theories, whatever. Like there were all the leaks that happened. I don't know of them, and I don't want to know them. I usually don't engage too much with trailers to begin with. But that's kind of just my thoughts there. I could be wildly off on a lot of it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not going to say too much about like what the trailer means for my expectations for the movie, because I've never really found my expectations coming out of a trailer lined up that well with what I thought of the movie afterwards anyways, for Star Wars or for anything else. So it's, for me, this is more about trying to get a sense of where we're going to be, what we're going to see, that kind of thing, rather than trying to decide how I feel about the plot. The idea of Palpatine coming back is interesting. Like, it obviously something that's a lot of the sequel trilogy does seem to borrow fairly heavily from Dark Empire in certain ways, and I think a lot of that will come down to execution more than the basic ideas behind it. Like, I do like when they try to repurpose some of the Legends plots. But that gets into a whole other topic about what's the appropriate way to deal with older continuity, new continuity, which we won't get into here. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about the trailer, any theories you guys have in the comments. There will be an episode of TapCap Transmissions coming on Thursday on Eckhart's Ladder's channel. And I don't know if we'll have any other lore breakdown videos. There's something else that I'm working on. For this week. They're definitely in the future. But there's something else I'm working on for the next video for the channel, I think. There may end up being something else between now and then for next week. But yeah, so hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you guys are ready for TapCap on Thursday, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.